So you clicked on this video because she left you. Good. Now I'm going to tell you why that's good, and also how to improve your situation that you're in right now, how to bounce back, straight back on it, and mistakes that you don't want to make. Right now you're probably feeling lost, probably feeling betrayed. She may have been everything that you thought that you had, but I'm going to tell you why it's the best thing that could have possibly happened to you at this current stage in your life, assuming that you're a young man.
Yeah, so firstly, you need to understand that even if you can get her back, she left for a reason. So even if you get her back, it's pretty pointless because she wanted to leave. So the fact she wanted to leave shows that she doesn't really value that high. So yeah, number one, there's a good reason she left. She was always going to leave. She didn't respect you or value you at all. So don't try to get her back. What is the fucking point? So no matter what age you're at, this can apply to pretty much all of you. So like I said, and we've mentioned this a few times, she left you for a reason. You may be trying to work out what that reason is. Were you too kind to her? Did you not give her enough attention? Did you give her too much attention? Now all of these things can clearly be factors, but a lot of the time it comes down to one thing, or maybe one or two things: respect and how good you are in bed. But let's go over the respect thing. So a lot of the time people lose respect, mainly because they do things incorrectly. Maybe provide too much attention, like I said. If you're constantly hounding her on her phone, or like whenever she messages you, you get back straight away, you know, it's not going to work very well. Jay from the In-Betweeners is a good example of this. So try not to fucking harass them too much, and make sure you do give it a bit of time. If you get a message through and you're on your phone, don't just instantly reply and get back to her. Give it some time. Use a bit of fucking, what's it called, discipline to just calm yourself, leave it, get back in half hour. Sounds stupid, but the fact you do that just shows that you're busy, and maybe that's something interesting. She's like, oh, why'd you take half an hour to reply? Come on, girl, I've got shit to do in it. I've got stuff to sort, doing some research, like working out, whatever. But it shows that you have a life and some sort of value towards something else other than her.
Exactly. Women love men who have a purpose, especially a purpose that's greater than them. And you hear it all the time that there needs to be one person in the relationship who is consistently above the other person in terms of progression, and one person needs to love the other person more. And the person that loves the other person more cannot be the man, because that creates big problems. So,
I'll jump in. In fact, it can be the man, but if it is, you can't present that. Like, you can't show them that you're a little puppy that loves the owner. It's got to be the other way around. So this, once again, comes in with discipline, and then will build your respect. If you're not disciplined and you're constantly, you know, oh, I love you so much, then, you know, the dynamics are going to shift, and you're going to be the little puppy, she's going to be the owner, which is not what you want. So make sure you balance that out correctly, and you're not being the little fucking gay loved up boy, if that makes sense.
it does make sense. I think it's put perfectly,
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, other reasons why she left you: maybe you're incompetent, maybe she doesn't really like you in the first place. A lot of girls just get into these relationships to kind of see how it goes, especially at a young age. Believe it or not, no matter how much you think or you thought that you knew her, probably complete opposite. Girls are very good actors. Girls love drama. Think of the shit they watch. Kardashians, fucking serial killer documentaries. They're all about mystery. They're all about things that interest them. And if you ever heard a girl go, oh yeah, you know that serial killer, he was super hot. Like, it's fucking, they like that rebellious mystery type shit. So replying to them too quickly, seeming too interested, means that you don't have a life outside of them. And if you let them know that, you may think, oh, it's like a Romeo and Juliet, it's gonna make her fall in love with you even more. No, it's gonna be the complete opposite, because no woman wants a man who is completely just focused on her and nothing else, because that means that the only thing that she's getting out of this is being with someone who is just into her. You have no interest, you have no personality, you have no progression in your life. You're probably working at fucking Tesco's. So there are many reasons why. And don't forget, if a woman leaves you, she is basically saying that you're not going to guarantee her safety or progression or success in the future. That's all it is, because women go to people who they believe are going to be successful, who are going to give them a good future, and who are going to be good fathers. So if she leaves you, there are reasons for that, and it is very important not to go fucking begging back. That is super important. Step number one.
Yeah, so there's a few points we're going to cover very shortly, but if she leaves you, what do you do? Like, how are you going to deal with this if she leaves you? Now, firstly, you're going to be upset. Sure. You're going to want to let her know you're upset, but you don't want to do this. If you start showing her that you're really upset, you're crying, you're being a little bitch, it just shows that she was the only option again, and it kind of validates her point. So you never really want to do this. You always want to just keep 100% to yourself and almost act as if it's just you're a stone, mate. She can't see any kind of emotion coming from you. So if you start doing like gay little rebellious things like, I know, blocking her on Instagram or doing whatever, all of this, messaging her mates, saying like, oh, please tell her to reply to me, shit like that, don't do that. Just fucking leave it, drop dead, just that situation is gone, pretend it never happened, whatever, and just try your best to not present any negative emotions towards the situation, or in fact any emotions at all. That's kind of my advice for it, because you're either validating her point that you're a pussy and she should leave, or you're just showing to her that you're even more of a pussy and that she's made the right point. So I guess that's the same point, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying there. Don't know if Cole agrees, but I'm sure he will.
Yeah, agreed. There's not much else to really say on that point either. So many blokes handle it completely wrong. Go crying, go around her house, try to give her flowers. Fucking, yeah, all of the above that Toby just said, basically. Just go about it completely wrong. And the things that you should be doing are the complete opposite of probably what you want to be doing or believe in that emotional state what would be the right thing to do.
But yeah, on that point, I wouldn't recommend going out and fucking other bitches straight away. I'll probably leave it a little bit, just focus on yourself, get yourself straight and start working on it. If it's completely done, maybe like 2 months gone, maybe yeah, go out down the pub a bit, sort yourself out. But for a little bit, you have that grace period where your main objective is just for you to focus on ignoring that situation in terms of not messaging the girl, not interacting, blah, 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 and just staying strong and doing whatever you got to do to continue to improve. So going gym, turn up to work early, getting up early, looking at business, doing research, reading, whatever. Just do what you got to do to improve and ignore that situation. That's that little 2 month grace period of what you want to do.
Completely agree with most of that, apart from go straight out, fuck a couple bitches, whether they're 4s, 5s, don't really matter. As long as it's providing you with the same sort of pleasures, and then it'll make you understand that it all feels the same. It's all the same shit, right? Especially if you've only been with her, or maybe like you've only been with a couple. As soon as you get into jumping on 5 to 10, it's all the fucking same. It all gets boring, and then kind of invalidates your whole situation as a whole, because you think, what the fuck was I even upset about? All girls are the same, all pussy feels the same, and yeah, I was being a little bitch, and I think that is gonna help you. For some people, maybe not. Anyway, this is a good thing, by the way. A good thing that's happened to you, and there's reasons. You are now gonna have unlimited motivation to prove her wrong, right? As gay as it sounds, as much as you probably wouldn't admit it down the pub to your mates, you're gonna wanna prove her wrong, prove the world wrong, and you're probably gonna want to feel as if, or you do feel as if, you need to prove something to the world, because you no longer have that Romeo and Juliet situation that you thought you were going to have. That was your future. You're going to go marry her, fucking live up in the mountains, have a great little Tesco's job, and she can raise your shit kids. But what you now need to do is realize that is good, because now you don't have that as your future. And the blokes that get into that as their future, like I know blokes from school who are getting married this young, like 20, 21, 22, getting married, getting into relationships with fucking ugly chicks, and it really makes me think, thank fuck I did not get into that. Because imagine, right, you get married to that chick, 5-10 years time she gets fat, you have a major problem on your hands, because now she's going to go back, get more fat, and you're going to be stuck with that chick. So now you are out of that situation. You can now focus on yourself, you can build yourself, you can find different types of women, you can find out what you actually enjoy doing without her. You can actually start to enjoy time by yourself. I love being by myself. Time by myself means that I can work, I can focus, I can think, I can fucking learn new stuff, and myself isn't judging myself, is it? And I don't care how I act around myself, because I'm myself. You need to get comfortable by yourself. It's kind of the main point. A lot of myself there, but you do need to focus on yourself. So make it all about you.
Similar to what Carl was saying, a lot of you have a reliance on replying to that one person, because everyone's got that person that they want to message or reply to. And that's why people struggle when they come out of relationships, because there's no one to then message. Just fucking get a grip, talk to yourself, mate, or something. Like, you just start, like Carl was saying, rely on yourself. Don't start relying on having to message someone at some point, somewhere. Or just get a little fucking private story of your mates, just start posting random shit on there. It'll build your confidence as well. So, yeah, coming back to what Carl was saying, infinite energy, most of the time it's good. So you just, like, you don't even give a fuck anymore. Like, what is the point in really caring? You just need to work on yourself and improve yourself to get a better output. Similar kind of mindset to what Carl was saying. He's saying go fuck loads of chicks, but you can also just fucking improve yourself, and then you'll be able to fuck loads of chicks. Or it doesn't really matter. This either route you go down, improving yourself or going on a mad one, both of them kind of end up at the same point of you could do whatever you want right now, and it's all going to be the same anyway. So the only negative is obviously if you start self-improving and you give up, or if you start fucking loads of chicks and then you fall into the exact same hole that you fell into before and fall in love with a slag. So, you know,
yeah, pick your losses.
Yeah,
I guess.
Pick a route and fucking stick to it.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
You no longer have, as I said, that path, that route. It's gone. So no matter what you do now, just remember that it's gone. There's no point dwelling on it, thinking, oh, you know, she'll come back next week, or maybe I'll get back with her in 6 months. No point. Move on. Fucking work on that business. Move countries. Fucking get out your hometown. I think that's a main struggle that people have. They stay in their hometown. They probably see the chick that they were just with, like, just down the town, probably sucking off some bloke in the club, and that's gonna really fuck with your brain. Get out of the town. Get a better job. Get a better fucking business plan together, and actually change your life, because it's already changed. You just don't know it yet, and it's either going to change drastically in 3 years when it's too late, or now while you actually have that change going on. Anyway, I think on that point, what are your next steps? What do you actually do now that this has happened? I guess we kind of covered that already, but in summary, what do you do? Focus on yourself. That doesn't have to be directly, you know, just go gym, all this kind of shit advice that people give, because that's just general kind of shit. You have unlimited energy. Focus on yourself, learn languages, move towns, change your life is what focus on yourself means. Don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Don't be a bitch. Don't go messaging her. Don't fucking cry. If she wants to get back with you, she'll message you, and if that's the case, the best thing to do is probably just say, yeah, no, I've had a think about it and I don't really think this is the right thing to do. Even if you do, it's probably the best thing to do.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, well, that's a fucking mega one. If you get back with them, stay with them for like 6 months without any attachment. You like just don't let yourself attach, and then just leave them.
Don't give that advice, bro.
And then just leave them, and then they'll be in the exact same situation you were just in. So it's a win.
Nah, Excel fallback. I won't be strong enough to just be detached.
Well, prove me wrong. What else? What's the next steps?
Fuck them mates.
That's a good step.
No, wait, let's shut up now. But yeah, next steps. You got infinite energy. You need to make a change. You've got no anchors, so you're basically free to do whatever you want, whenever you want, improve however you want. So yeah, similar to what Cole was saying, just fucking make a change, click, done, go, next thing. It's as simple as that, really. I don't think there's much more you need to expand on it. A lot of the time, like, I find it funny now. I'd happily start getting into like a deep relationship. If that finished, I'd be like, well, I know what the next few months are gonna fucking be. I'm not gonna be sleeping. I'm just gonna be fucking banging at work. Infinite energy, just infinite improvement. So, yeah, take it from that kind of mindset. If they leave and it hurts a lot, pretty funny because you know what's gonna happen. You need to fucking level up. So go level up.
Yeah.
End of there, I guess.
Yeah.
Have fun, mates.